Alright, BobalosRex here, and I'm just gonna show off all the vendors at the anniversary event. I'm gonna start with mainly the most important, and then work my way around to even the food vendors and whatnot. And we're also going to close this, so y'all can see everything. Some slight commentary, but I'm mainly showing off what's on the vendors. So we have the balloon vendor here. It has the 20th anniversary balloon chest toy, balloons, the Dark Moon Fair balloons, and a pin. Next, we're going to get to the middle. Now, here's a vendor who's got stuff for Timed Warp badges, which is one reason you're going to want to have Time Warp badges saved up. And she sells titles. Alright, we got Classic Enthusiast, Outland Enthusiast, Northrun Enthusiast, Cataclysm Enthusiast, Pandaria Enthusiast, Draenor Enthusiast, Broken Isles Enthusiast, Zuldazar Enthusiast, Kulturas Enthusiast, Shadowlands Enthusiast. Ooh, I like that one. Dragon Isles Enthusiast, Plagueland Survivor, Grizzly Hills Hiker, Karazhan Graduate, and Molten Core Prospector, all for 100 Time Warp badges each. Alright. Next up, we got Freya. She sells the tier 2 and the new sets for the special classes for 60 bronze celebration tokens. And remember, once you get one, these prices are decreased. So once you get one, it's going to be cheaper to get the rest. So get your classes ready. So here's DK, Demon Hunter, Druid, Evoker, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. Next up, we got Reginald. Now, Reginald actually has some extra items, so I need to bring up a window here. So, if you do not have the Obsidian Worldbreaker or the Corehound Chain already, this vendor will also sell that along with the pets I have showing right up here. Alright. And the pets cost 10 celebration tokens, and the mounts cost 20. Now, there is an interesting achievement which, alright, so here's the lower the cost of your tier 2 armor ensemble. And then this one, once you get 100 bronze celebration tokens, you will get this achievement, and then it will bronze celebration tokens drop from repeatable 20th anniversary activities. So right now, these activities drop Time Warp badges, but when you hit 100, they switch to the anniversary ones. So that's cool. That's cool. Alright, then we have the PvP vendors. I'm going to show off the Horde one here. Belt, cloak, another cloak, necklaces, rings. Alright, and then hold up. There's actually more. So if you hit all, you will see all the vendor. And remember, you can buy these. They cost marks of honor as well as Time Warp badges. So if you want these transmogs, go ahead and save up. But these also require an achievement called the Legend of Korrak. So you need to complete that achievement, which is basically there's an event ongoing during the anniversary event where you do a special version of Alterac Valley and called Korrak's Revenge. I'll show it off after I'm done here. This is a classic in the immovable object. We got some tones, some flower offhands. Alright, now let's take a look at that achievement. So it's going to require you to PvP. And it's Korrak's Revenge. You complete this once, you get the Legend of Korrak's Revenge. Is it here? Either way, you get that achievement for completing that battleground, and you can buy that equipment. And there's an alliance vendor that has some alliance themed stuff, but I believe there's some crossover. So next up is historian Madi. She sells this toy, this pet. She also sells that special cold flame transmog, that piece, and a ring toy, which will actually show on your character, kind of like the other ring toy. She also can convert your celebration tokens into Time Warp badges at a rate of 1 to 20. But not in reverse, it seems. We got Edward Van Cleef that turns you into him. Bladable Thunder Fury. She also sells the pets and some other little goodies. The Yeti costume, celebration. Next up, we have Baba Dormu. He is actually the classic Timewalking vendor, and this is where he's located. And he sells this new mount, Kraggles, pet, Misty the pet, this toy, Practical Ravager, which pulls out the Ravager and you spin to win. Then you have Creeksidey Drought, and reduces the cooldown. Interesting. Deviate Fish, Savory Deviate Delight, Noggin Fogger Elixir, which you can actually get this cheaper if you've done the quest, so I wouldn't buy this here. Mohawk Grenades are back. Then we have a sword. Oh, that's nice. We have a scythe. We have another scythe. The Kirin Tor Staff. Druid Staff. I mean, any class can use it. It just looks so look at that. The Spyro Shield. A cool Magma Shield. Got the blade. Got another blade. Got a book. We got some transmog, which is also time warp gear, so it's gear to gear up with. That's the helmet. Some bracers. We won't really see the black metal cape. Got a fist weapon. Next to the deep wood. Now, this vendor sells rep tokens. There were battleground rep tokens, but they have been removed in the latest builds. But you can also buy Zandalar rep. This better stick around. They better not remove this one, so I can finish it up on my warrior. It was right there. Thorian Brotherhood's a good one. Argent Dawn, Timbermaw Hold, Winter Saber Trainers, Hydraxian Waterlords, and the Brood of Nozdormu. So this will be really nice, so you can knock out these old reps instead of having to grind the raids in these two cases, or do the... This one is just daily, so now you can skip ahead in that. This vendor also has the heirloom upgrade items as well. All for Time Warp badges. And now, let's go look at the other vendors. And then after these vendors, I'm going to show off the Burning Crusade vendor who has extra stuff, and the Wrath vendor who has extra stuff. Okay, that'll be after this. So I'm gonna quickly get through these food vendors. So we have the candy vendor. I got gummy worms, just some new stuff, just so people can take a look. You can pause it there if you want to see it. Alright. We have Leroy Jenkins is up over here now. Selling his chicken. We have brew for sale. Bartender Bob's here. Always great to see Bob. And we have Mirror Turn Guard. Selling candy. Or desserts. We got the meat vendor. Alright. Now, we're gonna head over to the other side. This is such a cool little area. And you have Brenny, who is normally in Dalaran, but is also here selling a bunch of pets if you don't already have them. Some for pet charms, some for gold. And then she also has these books that increase your pet's level to match yours, but it's like a cosmetic thing. And then all these other little goodies and even more pets. So if you haven't got these, hit up all these vendors on during the anniversary. Get some stuff for yourself. And then here is a Suramar vendor that came over who sells souvenirs and a toy if you don't already have it. Alright. Then we have the raid vendors. Okay. Now, when you do a version of Blackrock Depths, you will get these relic coffer keys. So you'll get the LFR version, the normal version, and the heroic version. Now there is the LFR mode, and then you can get these little goodies, which are veteran track. Alright, so it's good gear. And transmog, which is also drops in the raid. So I think this is a cool system. You're gonna get a currency from the raid, and then you can buy stuff from the raid shoulders. I'm just quick firing these. Alright. You know, maybe they'll bring that to the next raid. You know, where you kill bosses, you get a currency. And then you get enough of the currency, you can buy stuff from the raid. What a concept. Alright, cool. Stand. Oops. Alright, so it's a lot of the molten core gear, or not some of the molten, like I get some of this stuff when you do a molten core because you get some of the random drops, but this is also stuff that drops in Blackrock Depths itself. Alright. Or maybe some of these are new looks. Some of these may be new looks. But either way, it's something for people who want to min-max all collectibles. It's something to make sure you get all of for transmog reasons. Now, we are going to have a couple of months. And like I said, you may already have these, but it looks like they may be doing multiple versions. So we may have some really good new looks here. There's a lot of stuff. And since this is veteran track stuff, this will convert to tier. So not only can you buy this stuff, okay, alright, on like an alt, you know, for the transmog, you can also convert it to tier if you need tier, or your main if you need tier. You know, most mains are probably doing dells at this point. There's so much. Oh, the monocle. You can barely see it on my demo. Oh, come on. There we go. And the boots. Alright, so that was the LFR vendor. Let's take a look at this one. Is this new? Does that look new? Let's see. Nope, it seems like it's the same look. LFR to normal and heroic. So, okay, yeah, there's even... Oh, wait. Switch it. So, it does seem like it's the same stuff. But these would cost the normal mode currency, and it's at 597. Again, this is now champion. This is champion track gear, so it is tier convertible into the current tier. Alright, and now the heroic loot. Alright, that. I'll go slower to make sure I get all these. Here, I'll actually show off. It's basically a 610 version of the LFR version that I went through. Alright. Well, if I don't give it enough time, it's not good for pop. So there's those vendors, alright? Now, there's a secret vendor. There's a tailoring goods vendor right over here, behind the transmog, the transmog comp area. Transmog vendor. And someone's here and was unable to be a vendor. Grifta. They freaking took his freaking vendor status. They said he can't sell his goods here. And then the fruit vendor right over here. And we already looked at the candy vendor. So now I'm going to jump over to the Burning Crusade vendor and the Wrath vendor. Alright, so I actually can't show the vendors. They're not up unless their respective time walking is up. So I am missing those two vendors. But they are getting 2 mounts added to them. So there's 3 mounts in totals for 5,000 time war badges. So you definitely, when Wrath time walking starts this week in the live game, you're going to want to be getting some time war badges saved up. Alright? Now, that's the mount from Ozin in Dalaran. It was actually going to be right here, is where I just looked. And then there is, that's the one we saw. And then there is the Kupri vendor who is in Shatrath on the upper ring around Edal. And he is going to, or they're going to sell the Amani Hunting Bear. Alright? Which is an up-res version of the BC mount. And that looks pretty good, honestly. I like it. I think it looks good. So I'm definitely going to be saving my time war badges for that. And that's all the vendors. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.